Hi neighbors, welcome back to another video Cooking with Neighbors. My name's Jerry Ellen and today we're making a breakfast. Yes, we are, and I have my pan heated up. This breakfast is from a diner in it's going to be like the diner in Nova Scotia. I actually called them and asked for a recipe. They wouldn't give it to me. I have some recipes from other diners or restaurants or whatever, but this one wouldn't give me one. I'm going to make some home fries, like cubed up fries. But I have some potatoes here. Yukon Gold or a russet potato, a little bit of water. And steam those. Not when they're fork tender because you don't want them to fall apart later. I'm making these and then I have to run to the store to get some buns to make the egg, burger, cheese, sandwich, whatever, that goes with these home fries. And you want them that you take a knife to it, and there's just a tiny bit of resistance, but the knife does go through. And that's when they're ready to just be turned off and cool down and let the moisture dry out of them. The reason why I picked this, or Graham picked this, it's called the Big Stop. It's throughout the Maritimes, they have this place where you can stop. There's washrooms, the gas station, a diner attached to it and stuff for on your travels that you can stop there. A lot of truckers stop there. And it's called the Big Stop. A lot of people stop there, not just truckers. The one particular one that I'm doing is just after you leave Cape Breton Island and you hit the mainland. The Big Stop. I'll show you where it is. This is a map. This particular Big Stop is on Aulds Cove. Big Stop, a restaurant. Let's do a map. If you zoom out, see, there's Cape Breton Island. And we were up here in Sydney, and we drove off the island down to Aulds Cove there, and we went to the Big Stop. Well, we did this often because we went to Halifax and stuff on the mainland, and going to the airport on the mainland and all this stuff. Everyone pretty much stops there. The buses stop there, taking you to the mainland, Halifax and whatnot. So anyway, see if we can get what it looks like. Oh, see, there's water down there. There we are. See? And then there's the restaurant part there, and the inside of the restaurant. See? And then this is not the breakfast that we made, but there's their home fries. Let's go to the menu. And this is what we're going to be making today. It's a cheddar breakfast burger and some home fries, and it's going to be delicious. And the reason why, back when Graham and I got married over 30 some years ago, 31, 32 years ago, I'll show you a picture too. I'll insert it, our wedding picture, and Andrew was our ring bearer. So our son was like 4 years old. And anyway, we couldn't afford to really go on a honeymoon. So the night we got married, Mom looked after Andrew for us, and then the next we went to a motel just down the street. Then the next day we went up and we picked up Andrew, and our honeymoon was going to be, we wanted to be able to leave the island. So we drove off the island, went to the Big Stop, got some treats, and we drove back onto the island. So we stopped there with Andrew and that. And then we went back on the island and we went to a hotel with Andrew for the night. But anyway, we stopped there. Andrew used to love going there. And it's right on some water. So he enjoyed looking at the seagulls and whatnot. Anyway, good memories, and we picked that diner for today. And neighbors, these do get cut up smaller later on. Sometimes I cut them up smaller to steam them. Sometimes I don't. Whatever. So they do get cut up smaller, just so you know. Like, they get cubed up. You can check on them periodically and make sure that you still have enough water in there steaming them, because might evaporate on you. Just top it up with a little bit more if you want, or if you find that it's getting low. Oh yeah, and add a little bit of salt. So the tip about steaming your potatoes first, got that years ago from someone. And it helps the potatoes stay fluffy on the inside, and then when you fry them up later, they'll be crispy on the outside. I don't know how many diners take the time to do that, but maybe they do. I find that I used to do this, steam them the night before we were having our Sunday breakfast or whatever. I would steam them, and then I would put them in a bowl after they cooled and put them in the fridge covered. And I'd cut them up the next day. Delicious. And we used to do it with sometimes, especially like my mom used to the can of corned beef. We'd cut it up and we fry it up with onions and potato, like leftover potato. So we would fry up leftover potato a lot growing up, and I always just did leftover potatoes fried up. So sometimes just with onion if I didn't have canned corned beef or whatever. But yeah, we would fry the potatoes. See, it's a little bit of resistance, but it does go through. So I'm going to turn that off. I'll take the water out though. I'm going to let the potatoes dry up and let them cool off before I cube them up later. I'm going to head to the store. I got to get some buns. Graham went to the store for me. I'm just, these are cooled off. He's gone to the store now. And I'm going to get some butter. A little bit of oil in the pan. I fried up bacon for the cheddar egg sandwich, or cheddar egg burger. I forget what it's called. The egg sandwich burger, cheddar burger, home fries. Now what am I doing? What did I say I was getting? Oh, butter. If you're not having bacon or whatever, you don't have oil from your bacon, just a little bit of cooking oil and a little bit of butter. A few tablespoons or so of butter. And the oil will help the butter not burn. And then you're going to cube up your cooled potatoes and throw them in there. Try to keep them relatively the same size. And then I'm going to season these with some stuff. I'll show you in a second. I usually just cut them up and dump them all in at the same time, but I didn't do that right now. That's okay. We'll live. How's everybody's Sunday? I have a couple of recipes that the diners actually shared, but some of the diners are closed that shared their recipes. And I kind of want to do ones that are still in business, but we'll see. Like these guys are in business. And because of the story behind it is why Graham picked it. Like we had a lovely wedding. And we're surrounded by people that loved us and cared for us, and people that are now have left this world, and and we're very fortunate to have so much love. It didn't matter if we had money for our honeymoon. It really didn't. Okay, I'm just tossing them in the oil. I'm going to put some salt and pepper. Well, a little less salt, because the bacon was salty. Pepper, but my mom always put Laurays on her fried potatoes. So I'm putting some Laurae seasoning. Or she used Old Bay. Oh, shoot. I've got a little bit of paprika in this. Some paprika. You don't need a lot of it anyway. That's maybe a half teaspoon. And just a little bit, half teaspoon or whatever. I'm not making a lot of potatoes, but to taste, just a little sprinkle of garlic and onion powder, a little sprinkle of Laurays, A little sprinkle of paprika. Paprika gives it a nice color. And sometimes I would put the lid on and let them steam in the oil a little bit if I was skipping the other step. Kind of put the cover on and let them steam and fry at the same time. But it's better to do it the way that I'm doing it today. But if I didn't actually, like, I plan ahead when I'm making these. But if I wasn't planning ahead and I felt like them, I would do that. I would just fry them with the cover on, tossing them every once in a while. And then last few minutes, take the cover off and fry them up. I just put in just a tiny bit more of paprika on it. Like I say, just for color. I am going to put these on warm in the oven because I'm going to use the frying pan to do up the egg. Man, these are good. I had a Tasty Cool of one. I love them. I love home fries. And you just toss them so that they're crispy pretty much on all parts of the potato. Okay, neighbors, what I'm doing here is I cleaned the frying pan so that it doesn't have all the other bits darkening up my eggs. And I'm just going to make 2 of these cheddar breakfast burgers for Graham and I. Not often that Graham and I have a large breakfast, but it might be something that we start doing again. We used to when the boys were growing up every Sunday, but not lately. We haven't. So I think we got back into that. It's kind of fun actually sitting together having breakfast. So I just getting those eggs fried up and going to build this cheddar breakfast burger and show you the home fries and the burger all built. So I just put a little bit of mayonnaise on the bun. Big Stop, they use artisan roll for their bun. And there is mayo on it. Graham likes ketchup as well, salt and pepper, lettuce, cheese, egg, and bacon. And I'll tell you, this is so good. It was really tasty. We really did enjoy having breakfast together today. And I really enjoyed taking this recipe to you and telling a little story of the place and why we chose that diner today. I hope that you come back again and again and again. If you're not already subscribed, I hope that you do consider subscribing. And I hope to see you in the next video. You take care, everyone. Bye.